awake, my lord.
Who are you? Have you come to finish me off?
Take it easy. I won't harm you. I'm Henry.
I'm Jan. Sir Jan of Sokotlesky.
Who beat you up?
Humans. 5 of them against the 3 of us. I fled.
And what about the other 2?
Dead. The pain. Could you somehow make it go away?
Can I examine your wound?
Do what you can. I hope you can help.
How did this happen?
I was fleeing from those butchers. In my haste, I wasn't watching where I was going. I tripped over something. I landed on my back.
Is anything besides your foot hurt?
My ribs too. It's as if a horse ran over me. Every word hurts.
Now for those ribs. You're not coughing up blood, are you?
God, no. I can breathe. It just hurts like hell.
Oh, that's good. Otherwise you'd be in deep trouble. It looks like your bones and lungs are in good shape. Just a bit bruised. Where exactly does your foot hurt?
Mostly my ankle. And my toes. It feels like someone crushed them. With pincers.
I'll have to take off your boot. I won't know anything until I do.
Very well. Just be careful. Thank God. I barely felt that. Good work.
Just don't get your expectations up. This is just the beginning. Now, let's have a look at those toes.
Ow!
Well, it looks like you've dislocated 2 toes. I can tell just by looking. I'm not surprised it hurts. They're as swollen as if you've been standing barefoot in an anthill. Show me your ankle. I'll feel it. You see, it's sprained. That explains the swelling and pain. One bad step, and that's it. Well, I don't think I've left anything out.
And can you do anything for me?
I'd better have another look.
And can you do anything for me?
You've sprained your ankle, dislocated a few toes, and bruised your ribs.
But I'm still alive.
That's the most important thing. The rest I can take care of. For those ribs, you'll need something for the pain, and some bandages to keep things in place. The toes will be worse. I'll have to set those bones back in place.
That's going to hurt, isn't it?
Yeah. But I can get you something to give you courage. And then I can rub some healing ointment on it. You mustn't put any strain on your ankle. It needs to be tightly bandaged. A healing ointment wouldn't hurt, either. That's all I can do.
Thanks. At least for your efforts.
We'll see if I diagnosed you properly. First, we need to straighten out those toes. The longer they stay dislocated, the worse they'll heal.
Will it hurt?
It won't be nice, but a little liquid courage will certainly help.
Good idea. Do you have anything?
Maybe I could find something.
Give it here.
To your health.
Indeed. But I'll be glad if I can ever walk again.
Let's do it. Clench your teeth.
The pain vanished. It's gone. Or rather, it's almost gone.
You're welcome. This should help your ribs and ankle to heal. Give it some time, and you'll be as fit as a fiddle. I'll fix that ankle and those bruised ribs. Keep the bandages clean and change them once in a while. Got it, sir?
Very well. I'll try.
Well, I've done as much as I can for you. The rest is up to God.
Don't be so modest. You've done more than any sawbones could. You have golden hands.
Are you going to be all right?
I suppose so. I need a bit more time to get back on my feet. But I definitely feel better. But I'd like to ask you a favor.
What is it you need?
Listen, are you familiar with this area?
I'm not from here, but I know my way around a bit.
You might be useful. I need a messenger to act on my behalf in the king's military camp by Kuttenberg.
In Sigismund's camp? What's he got to do with it?
Let me explain. My older brother, the Knight Sir Peter of Sukkotleski, is being held captive in the camp. He's fallen into the clutches of a Hungarian baron. Laszlo Farkas is his name. I was supposed to go to the camp and negotiate the terms of his release.
So why do you want to send me there?
Because no one is going to harm an envoy, especially when coin is at stake. I'll no longer go anywhere without protection. Being ambushed once in a lifetime is enough, thanks.
I'd like to hear more details. Who am I supposed to go and see? Who is he?
A Hungarian baron. His name is Laszlo Farkas, but I know hardly anything about him, so you're going to have to ask about him in the camp.
What do you need me to negotiate for you?
The terms for a handover. What we need to do for them to release Peter. Try not to act like a ragamuffin or lout in front of Laszlo. When he sees that he's speaking to a man of distinction, perhaps he won't try to walk all over you.
And where should the handover take place?
It has to be on neutral ground, so neither party has an advantage. Remember that.
What should I know about Peter?
Sir Peter, Knight of Sukkotleski. He's several years older than I and fought in many great battles. He was always lucky, and nothing ever happened to him. But now, it looks as if fortune has abandoned him.
What does Peter look like?
He's as bold as an egg and has a scar on one cheek.
A souvenir from a battle?
Hardly. Once his horse was spooked and bolted through some bushes with him on the saddle. He nearly lost an eye, but fortunately, he only got that scar.
What if that Hungarian doesn't release Peter?
Farkas? He will. War costs money and captives have to be fed too. There's also the matter of honor.
What's so honourable in this?
On the battlefield, knights go up against other knights who are often very similar, only they're carrying out the orders of different masters. They have to fight each other, that's clear, but they can demonstrate to each other their honor and spare the lives of the defeated. Moreover, knights often have wealthy relatives who'll pay to have them freed. So, it pays to keep a knight alive and healthy after a defeat.
Aha, I understand. Well, I can try.
God bless you. Here's a letter with the seal of the Lords of Sukkotleski. Present it to Laszlo Farkas as proof that I sent you. Once you've arranged everything, come back here. I'll be waiting for you.
Whoa! Go!
Now you'll learn that the earth is rotten. Hear what Master
Easy,
Jan hosts of
good
Prague
horse.
teaches us. Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and in...
My God, lad. Why are you covered in blood?
I'm going to see Farkash. Do you know where I might find him?
I have no idea. But Chaplain Bohumil or that foreign barber surgeon might know. Or Millada in the bathhouse. She knows everything. See you later, my friend.
Killed. Hey! Are you the devil himself? Hey, and you can go to heaven. The prelates spout empty words. Their bellies may be full.
What can I do for you?
The bath maids in a military camp must be on their toes all the time, eh?
You can say that again. My girls don't even get a moment's rest all day long. Sometimes I have to drive those randy blokes off with a broom so they can eat and drink in peace.
Could you use some more bath maids?
Could I ever? But very few of them stay here for long. This is no place for a young girl. Lugging buckets of water, day in and day out, scrubbing the men's raw backsides, and front sides for that matter, listening to them yammer on. And the worst thing is, when they come back from a battle,
Oh, aye. The blood and wounds aren't a pretty sight.
a woman sees more blood in her lifetime than any soldier. But they behave like animals. When they win, they get sloshed, and the girls beg me to not be sent to them, because they're out of control. And when they lose, those who survived take it out on the girls. And that's not a pretty sight at all.
Who's causing trouble?
Everybody. But the Hungarians and Cumans most of all. None of us understand their gibberish. When they're in a good mood and have some coin, they can even be quite nice. Then the girls even enjoy taking care of them. But when they're thirsty and skint, they're like animals.
Do the nobles from the upper camp come here too?
Everyone comes here. But we do like seeing the nobles more, because they pay well. And they like taking two girls at once.
And do they at least pay twice as much then?
Oh, do they ever? When the girls really make an effort, even 3 times as much.
I'll have a look at your wares.
Thank you, and come again. What'll it be?
You certainly know about everything that goes on here in the camp, right?
Of course. The bathhouse is like a second confessional. But instead of prayers and fasting, our sinners can expect wine and wenches.
I need to ask about a matter that's rather, delicate.
I hope it's nothing too vulgar.
No, nothing like that. But I'd appreciate if it stayed between the two of us. I need to know where they keep the prisoners here. I'm here to negotiate the release of a captured knight. But the whole thing seems fishy. I need to make sure the right man is being held captive here.
I understand, but I can't give you much advice. When I went to see the blacksmith with some herbs for back pain, I passed a tent with two men standing in front of it. Someone inside was groaning and moaning. I thought someone had dragged one of my girls in there. I wanted to go in and give him hell, but those two wouldn't let me in. They said it was none of my business and I should be on my merry way. I thought it was suspicious.
I'll be sure to go there. Do you know where I could find Farkash? I don't really know my way around here.
Do you mean Laszlo Farkash?
That's the one.
Oh, really? He's easy to find. His tent is right below the smithy. It's big and red, and it's always surrounded by a band of cumans.
Hear ye, good people! How you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all. Look out!
What are you standing here for, gaping like a stuffed owl? On your way! Surrender at once!
Easy! I surrender!
You can't say you weren't... You'll pay...
You'll have to...
Oh, out! Let's go! I see those...
I'm watching you, so don't try to cover your tracks. Bad fucking luck for months now.
Do they allow prisoners here in the camp to go to confession?
That's a very strange question. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious to know how they treat prisoners. Be they friend or foe. It would be cruel to deny them the chance to confess before God.
That's quite right. If a prisoner asked to make a confession, I'd be glad to speak with him. But we hardly ever have the privacy for that. There are always guards in front of the tent, and there are ears everywhere.
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo Farkash. Could you help me?
Certainly, certainly. Farkas's tent is in the lower section of the camp. If you head down the hill from the smithy, you can't miss it. Oh, and one more thing. He always keeps a band of cumans nearby. Be careful.
Thank you, Father. I will. What's a priest doing in a military camp?
Whatever he can, my son. Whatever he can.
Do you serve Mass like other priests?
I serve Mass and give blessings just like my brothers in churches and parishes. I can also officiate at marriages and administer last rites. I reckon you can guess which is more common here.
Do you care for the wounded? Priests and monks do that sometimes, don't they?
Nothing like that. We have blacksmiths and bathmaids for that here. And if something happens to the nobles, we have good surgeons. And then there's that learned foreigner. Bah!
Who's the foreigner?
His name is Musa, and he says he comes ex-Africa. You can't miss him. He's as different from us as a man can be.
Does something seem strange about him to you?
That foreigner may understand medicine, but he worships a foreign god. He prays to him on the ground several times a day. He doesn't drink ale, only rarely eats meat, yet he can't keep his eyes off our women.
Do you take part in the fighting?
Vivere militare est. But no, I'm a chaplain, not a warrior. But no matter if you're a beggar or a lord, there's no way to escape the horrors. And in a place like this, it's easy for people to forget about God, or at least start to doubt.
Do you serve King Sigismund directly?
I serve our Lord, but the king sometimes calls on me for confession.
What could the king possibly have to confess?
You don't actually expect me to tell you that, do you? That's between me, the king, et Domine Noster.
Among us. Hail Mary, pray for us. O Holy
Christ almighty. Are you alright, sir?
Here we go again.
It's just that you look...
Muscular, wise, wealthy.
No, that's not what I meant.
I know what you meant. I have had this conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
Yes. Our parish priest talked about that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
But I thought that was just...
So you see, it is not. Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, explorer, and physician. I run the camp infirmary.
my name is Henry, sir.
Welcome then, Henry. Do you need anything?
Do you know where prisoners are held in the camp?
Do you even know what you are asking about? Be glad none of the king's men can hear us.
That's why I'm asking you. I'm just curious, that's all.
Well, all right. Try looking above the smithy. But do not go anywhere you should not. And if they catch you, you never spoke to me.
Of course. Thank you. I'm going to see Laszlo Farkas. Do you know where I might find him?
Of course. You'll find his headquarters in a circle of cumin tents right below the smithy.
Thanks. That should be easy to find.
You're welcome. I don't want to stick my nose in it, but be careful.
You said you're an explorer?
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada to Venice. And from there, to the court of Sultan Bayezid of the Osmans. Until I ended up at the court of King Sigismund.
Where is this Mali? And what's it like?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. But in our country, it would never happen that we allow foreigners into our mines. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with greater respect and set great store by learning.
Well, it's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for. Like what you can do with stone.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over the world go there.
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But the journey is dangerous. I was robbed and arrived in the city as a pauper. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. Let us say that I was foolish then, and foreign customs took me by surprise. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I would be better prepared the next time. But I never went back to Mecca.
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend. All I can say is that there are a few rich men and their beautiful wives who I do not want to meet again.
You were in Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea, then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Alhambra Palace is forbidden to Christians like you. It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich country, yet bathed in so much blood.
Blood?
Yes. Sultan Mohammed must constantly repel attacks from the north. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on the Sultan because swords and cannons are not for me. Let others cut off heads. I can sew them back on again.
Where is Venice, in fact?
You do not know, my friend? Educate yourself a little. It is not far from here, on the other side of the Alps. Remember that learning is like a garden. If you do not tend it, it cannot bear fruit. Venice is an incredible city that floats on the sea, like a huge stone ship. People from all over the world go there to trade. I help them as a translator, especially for Christian envoys from Ethiopia on a pilgrimage to Rome. If only you could have seen their glorious arrival in the city. Their processions stretched from the port to the city center, and they had live leopards as a gift for the king of Venice. But I did not stay long. I, who was accustomed to the Sultan's court, being asked to live among sailors? Out of the question.
How did you come to be with the Osmans?
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked by pirates. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good fortune at the time. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among the Osmans. The last time was probably in the days of Mansa Musa, but the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys who came to him, so I became useful.
So why didn't you stay there?
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde, led by the butcher named Timur. I had quite enough of war in Granada. So when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan, I managed to persuade them to take me away with them.
What's Sigismund's court like?
I would also like to know that, my friend. But I am stuck here. One would think that the king would value physicians and sages who have traveled the world. But no, he did not even make me his personal physician. He prefers to trust your quacks and sent me here.
It's reckless to speak about Sigismund like that.
I do not think so, my friend, since it is unlikely you will ever get a chance to complain to him.
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth, or should I praise it to high heaven?
The truth. You don't need to spare my feelings.
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the only thing I have seen of your country, and that has not made much of an impression on me. But there is still time. Perhaps I will have the good fortune to see more beautiful sights.
Why did you leave your country of birth?
That is a very personal question, and we are not that well acquainted yet. Forgive me, but I would rather not talk about it. Not now, at least.
I'm new to the camp. Could you show me around? If you don't have too much work, that is.
Well, I suppose it will be all right, if I am not here for a while. At least I can practice your language. You use some strange phrases, you know? But that does not matter now. Let us go. So, as you have no doubt realized, this is my infirmary. One part for operating on the wounded, another for the sick, my alchemist bench, a tub of water. Nothing out of the ordinary. Come on. Let us walk outside. I am sorry that I cannot show you more, but I am sure you understand that there is not much to see. One is almost ashamed to call it an infirmary. Do you not think?
That's true. I thought King Sigismund would take better care of his wounded men.
Unfortunately for them, my friend, I suppose he has bigger problems than keeping his army healthy and fighting fit.
It's lucky he sent an expert like you here, though.
Was that praise or an insult? I cannot tell. I do not think it fortunate in any case. Someone with my knowledge, and all I do is treat diarrhea and broken bones.
Greetings to you.
Well, a camp like this is a waste of your abilities. An uneducated orderly could take care of the handful of sick people here.
And you would like to take over from me? I could find another job, though it is true that you do not seem to be any great sage. I suppose you do not know what a real infirmary should look like. But do not worry. There are more cheerful places in the camp. I am sure something will take your fancy. This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, he will be either here or near the bathhouse. We will take a look there too. Do not worry. Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments, until the captains banned them. But that is a long story. Speaking of the captains here, do you know who's in charge overall?
I've no idea.
You should put that right then. What if you come across one of the commanders
me.
and bump into him by mistake? He might have your back flayed by a cane. I would not like to have to stitch you back together. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozav of Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania, as far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. But he has a lot of trouble with the camp. So he tends to be, as you say, grumpy. Then there are the Cumans, who are commanded in battle by Cheritan. You will not meet him very often. He often has meetings with the king himself, in Sedlets. He is not a very cheerful man, but he seems a fair-minded commander to me. And he is an outstanding archer, it seems. How about you and archery, my friend?
Well, I don't want to boast, but I'm a pretty good archer. I would happily take on your Chertan.
Really? That sounds like a spectacle that I would perhaps even pay to watch. Perhaps, although I successfully avoid weapons, I have to admit that archery is not just a skill. It is an art. Well, there is enough of that. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about the commanders here.
Ah, yes. The camp captains. As I said, Sir Grozav commands the camp.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Cheritan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to, if he is not drinking too much. And over there is our bathhouse. It is not a sight for sore eyes, my friend. I mean, the women, of course. Not this filthy place. A man should keep reminding himself that zina, what you call fornication, is a shameful deed, opening the road to other evils. By the way, what about you and women, my friend? What? Are you shy? Come now. As a physician, I am only concerned for your health. Physical and mental. You should find a good woman as soon as possible. And then marry her. Do her what you see in her eyes. Our Lord Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, creates us in pairs and grants us love in our hearts, so that we may love another.
So are you married, sir? Since you say how wonderful it is.
No, not yet. What woman would want to spend her life traveling with me? But being single does not permit sinning with any girl who takes your fancy. Remember that. Fortunately, a man can help himself in his hour of need. At least if he thereby prevents a worse sin. So,
as usual.
in this part of the camp, you see the tents of various mercenaries from Germany, Poland, Hungary. In short, everyone who came to fill their pockets. You can have items repaired by the smith, and if you're hungry, the kitchen is over there. The food will please you more than me, I think. Treating meat in that way. I simply cannot eat it. Do you know where the food is truly great? In Granada. So much fruit, sweet pastries, fish. In one banquet, the cooks use more spices than your entire country in a year.
You've been to Granada?
In the court of Sultan Muhammad VII himself. That is where I became a physician. That was when Granada was attacked by Martin Yanez de la Barbuda. And I did not want to die in some battle. So I found a safer way to be useful. You know, I have done a lot of traveling, my friend. From Timbuktu to Mecca. And from Granada to Venice. And now, here. But nowhere has the food been worse than here.
I'd like to try some foreign delicacy.
That will be difficult. The local inns serve nothing but porridge and old bread. But maybe you will see the world one day and find out that there are more flavors than just salt and honey. But your country is beautiful, all the same. And up here is where Katz's company of Parge artillerymen are billeted. To the great displeasure of everyone else in the camp, I must say. You can see why. It is the best spot, right next to the captains. And when it rains, all the filth runs downhill to the Cumans and mercenaries areas. Here is the pillory. May Allah, the compassionate, ensure you never end up in it. And if you go around the hill, you will come to the camp shooting range. I recommend visiting it. The Cumans must be born with a bow in their hands. But I will not escort you that far, my friend. I do not like to leave the infirmary unattended for long. Alaka Anben.
What are you standing here for, gaping like a stuffed owl? On your way. That's it! Next way! Don't go creeping around here where you don't belong!
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, sir. Come again.
What are you doing here?
What in the devil are you doing here?
Are you Sir Peter of Sukadleski?
No, I'm not. I'm Hinek of Hobza.
Oh, Sakra. I'll have to keep looking.
Wait! That name sounds familiar, though. But I'm as hungry as a wolf. If you bring me some food, I'll tell you what I know about him.
I happen to have something to eat with me.
Show me what it is. Finally, a decent bit of food. Even the dogs here eat better than I do.
So, tell me what you know about Peter.
There was someone else here with me, also a knight. But whether he's this Peter of yours, I don't know.
Where is he now?
With the Lord.
You mean he's dead?
Aye, a few days ago it was.
Well, if it was Peter of Sukatleski, I'm in serious trouble. You really don't remember his name? He must have introduced himself to you.
Him? Not a chance. He was fading fast when they brought him in. He was in pain and barely said half a dozen words. When he began to be delirious, I knew it wouldn't end well.
I have to find him. What did they do with the body?
They took it away. I heard them say they got hold of a cart to haul the corpse away.
Where do they want to take him?
How am I supposed to know? Away. As quick as possible. No matter what killed him. They don't want word getting out. They're even treating me as if I'll croak at any moment.
Sorry to hear that, but could you get to the point?
The carts are down by the horses. I hope you'll excuse me for not accompanying you.
That's not good news. What's going to happen to you?
I'm waiting to be exchanged. My honourable jailer has demanded a large sum of money, and on top of that, the hand of my sister. I had no idea I was worth so much. I hope my wife appreciates me more when I finally get home.
I could help you get out of here if you want.
Save your energy. My father is already on his way. He'll be here in a few days. If I take off now, I'd just make more trouble. No, I'll just sit here until they barter me off like a bushel of oats. That is, if I don't starve to death first.
I better get going now, before someone catches me here.
Excuse me.
Yeah, this is definitely Peter. Jan's not going to be happy about this.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
You have a kind master, eh? Much.
Good. Üdvözlet.
Szarok rá! A torna elmaradt. Így a fogadásunk se érvényes.
Attól még az adósságod meg...
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo Farkas.
He in... sátor... tent.
What does Laszlo look like?
Vörös és fekete.
Uh-huh. And what would that mean?
Vörös like... blood. És fekete... like night.
Ah, colours. So he's wearing red and black?
Igen.
Which tent belongs to Laszlo?
Big one. In front there is a... őr. Guard.
Thanks. That'll do. Sir Laszlo Farkas?
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of Sir Jan of Sukadleski. My task is to negotiate with you the terms for the release of his brother, Knight Peter.
Really?
He gave me a letter with his seal. Here.
Huh. Very well.
I know what happened to the captive. I saw the body.
Pichaba. All right. You have seen through my rules.
Who killed Peter of Sukadleski?
The Grim Reaper. He died of fever a few days ago. The Sobons had a look at him but could not do anything. You do not have to believe me, but I'm telling you this to show I am not hiding anything from you.
Very well. What should I tell Jan?
What would you like to tell him?
The truth, obviously.
Fine, as you wish. I assume Jan will at least want a proper burial for his brother. He came for his brother, and his brother he shall get.
Very well. So, we'll negotiate?
Excellent. I was beginning to think you only wanted to waste my time.
Where will the handover take place?
Right here. I will get him ready to be transported the moment you leave.
Out of the question. Jan insists the handover takes place outside your camp. On neutral ground.
So be it. What about by that mill on the hill between Miskowitz and Horsham?
That sounds good. How will we message each other about the meeting time?
Send the groom from the tavern by the oak. The men know him, and they will let me know.
Let's discuss the ransom.
I see no reason to discuss such a matter with a messenger boy.
Then what am I supposed to tell Jan?
Tell him that he should bring all the resources he has available to the handover. I shall negotiate the exact price with him in person.
That should be just about everything.
Yes, it should be. Return to your master. I do not need to be held up any longer.
Szedj össze néhány cimborát és hívjunk meg egy pár küzdelmet.
Az jó lenne, de a vezér megtiltotta. Emiatt törölték az orrát.
Ne legyél már ilyen beszali.
Careful! I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Go! Go! Ja! Oh, whoa! I bear news from Sigismund's camp.
I was beginning to worry. Speak. Did you see Peter?
I'm very sorry, but I discovered that Peter is dead.
Peter is... I can't believe it.
I'm afraid it's true. I saw his body, but I had to find him myself. Laszlo didn't tell me a word.
He killed him. That son of a whore killed Peter.
And he lied to my face about it.
That mangy, lying, Hungarian swine. He mustn't get away with it.
What do you want to do?
Get revenge. Avenge Peter. Will you help me?
I've sent a few men like him to hell already. Laszlo won't be an exception.
Thank you. I'll never forget this, but we'll need more men for the job. Many more.
I think I know someone who could give us a hand.
Who?
I know some people from the Kuttenberg sword-fighting brotherhood.
How well do you know them?
I probably know Master Menhard and his apprentice Arn the best.
That doesn't sound bad. We could make good use of a master swordsman.
This would be perfect for Kozlik and Mikesh. The scrapes those two have survived are almost unbelievable.
Will they want something for their help?
Probably not. They won't ask many questions, and they'll gladly smash in any hedge you point at.
Excellent. But we still need more men.
Well, I can't think of anyone else at the moment, but maybe someone will occur to me.
All right. Go now. I'll wait here for you.
Careful.
People, good people.
Greetings to you.
Show me your wares.
Thank you, and come again, sir.
Careful! Grüß Gott!
Tell me about it. I can barely feed myself with these prices. If you want to complain, go and see the king.
Wenceslas or Sigismund?
Fuck the both of them, I say. They're the cause of the high prices. But I'm the one that gets abused.
I'm sorry?
Show me your wares.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Happy to be of service, sir.
Thank you, sir. And come again. Willkommen. Schön, dich zu sehen.
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Apparently the city council is organising another collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Are they up?
Schönen Tag. Was willst du?
I see you're on your feet and in good health.
Ja. Ja. Gott sei Dank.
What about the eye? How did it turn out?
Gut, Heinrich. I only see cloudy for a day or two. But then the clouds go away. I see the world with new eyes now. Könnte man sagen. Healing skill of Master Ibicus is great. I will remember him in my prayer. And I think my injury teach me discretion and humility.
Those are wise words. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a proper helmet. Best with a visor. I'm sure you'd look great in a hound skull.
Na ja. When I get enough groschen, I will kaufen the best in Kottenberg.
God be with you, my friend.
I'd like you to teach me about swordplay. I've heard you're good with weapons, and without them, too.
Kein Problem, Mann. Tell me what you want to know, and prepare your groschen for a donation to our brotherhood. We have to make a living. Irgendwie.
I'd like to see what you can do with an axe and a mace.
Ja, das ergibt Sinn. Blunt weapons are best in a real melee. Such things I have a few times in the middle of been. But even once would be enough. Zum Glück it has only costed me some bumps and bruises. Andererseits, bei mir ist der Warhammer, one of the most loveliest weapons of every time. Also, auf geht's! You have a kind master. Eh, Matt?
Hallo, Heinrich. It was a beautiful tournament. Much great feasting to see. I am glad you could make it. Congratulations on your victory. I knew you would win, and I am glad I was not mistaken. What did you think of it?
It was nice, Menhard. My respects. But I thought the fighting itself was a bit too easy. The other contenders didn't know what hit them when I started laying into them.
I understand it may not have been enough for a warrior like you. But do not worry. I am sure it will get better in time. What about the winnings? Are you satisfied?
Aye, I got something. But I have to say, I expected a bit more.
I reckon you're right. I will try to do something about it. I promise. Most importantly, the councillors are satisfied too. So me and Fridush can continue organizing tournaments. I am sure that the more tournaments we hold, the more we can attract better fighters and make tournaments even more interesting for everyone involved. I also hope the council and the local burghers will be more generous in time, so that we can offer better prices, which would also surely convince more contenders to participate. So I urge you to keep participating too, Heinrich. I need a fighter like you to make the tournament famous.
I'll consider it, Manhart. You have my word. I've come to ask for your help.
Sprich, Heinrich. What do you need?
I'm in a bit of a fix, and I could use some armed assistance.
Schwierigkeiten? That sounds serious. But leider, I have no one to send with you. Vielleicht nur Arne. Would Arne suffice? Ist ein guter Kerl. He will help you.
I'd be glad for even one man. Thank you.
Rede mit ihm, so he knows what he has to do.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Ja, natürlich. That is why I am here, is it not? If you like a fight with mace or axe, I show you how to stomp opponent to ground. It may be complicated, but is powerful technique and you can use shield with it. Was sagst du dazu?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Natürlich. I know this is something for you. Also, hör zu. Zuerst a few straight hits and then quick step ins Gesicht. Then turn weapon and cut an ankle when turning. Es klingt vielleicht kompliziert, but it is damn effective. Und jetzt? Come try a few times, mein Freund. Na, und? Es ist doch gut, oder? May it serve you in good health, mein Freund.
There are still holes in the walls.
That's true. But what good are fortifications you can't defend?
I'll tell.
I'd like to improve my swordplay.
Es kommt darauf an. What would you like?
I'd like to practice my wrestling. What do you say? I'm sure you know some interesting throws and holds, eh?
Vernünftig. Sehr vernünftig. A man must not always kill the other man at once. A very hard kick in the axe is enough for most fools. Und das Problem ist gelöst. But the best way to take out an armored foe is to knock him down to the ground. Learn to wrestle good, and you will get good at all fighting. That is what old master has said. Also, auf geht's!
Thinking of buying a rowboat or maybe a punt?
What do you want a boat for?
So I don't drown in all this. Last time it rained for a week straight.
I'd like to improve my...
Kommt darauf an.
Show me the best...
Warum nicht? A solid center of the grab, and also, I will show you what I mean. Also,
Oh, you pooch.
excuse me.
Menhard has sent me to see you.
Wieso denn? Men had something once?
No, I'm the one who needs something. And Menhard told me you're the man for the job.
Aha. Was ist los?
I got into a bit of a mess, and I'm afraid I might end up losing my head. So I'm looking for a few men who are handy with swords, and aren't afraid of cumans.
Die Kumanen? Verdammte Diebesratten. Rely on me, Heinrich. Where to meet?
Go from Horshan towards Miskovitz. Look for a hill with a mill on top. That's where we'll meet.
Verstanden. I will be there. And one more thing. I do not like to ask so directly, but...
Don't worry. If things go our way, there'll be something in it for you.
Sehr schön. In that case, you can count on me.
Thanks.
Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. God be with you.
Slow down!
Quick! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Tankard of ale, thanks.
Fuck! I'll kill you! I'm just getting warmed up, you shit! Wanker!
Here, mutt.
Thank you. Really thank you.
I was happy to help.
You did more than help. You're my guardian angel. Here, take this. A keepsake. And thank you again.
Go! Go!
Whoa!
Clear off! You're a dead man! Attack! Come and help us! No shot! Fuck that! There's more that food must have been spoiled. I feel sick to my stomach.
I must have food poisoning.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Don't dare bleed to death before I got you!
Calm down!
Hurry up and...
I'm not giving...
Show what you're made of! Too slow! You're no match for us, fucker! Get out of here! Attack! Come and help us! Fucking bastard! What do you want? I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Do it! My head!
Show what you're made of.
You want to try me? Show what you're made of. You want to try me?
You're a dead man.
Stand up to this.
You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight.
So he's a good fighter, eh?
Fuck that. Beachy. Huh? What the fuck? What a bastard! Everyone get over here! We've got an intruder!
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck!
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Now you've pissed me off, you fucker! Alert! To arms!
What's that? I'll get you! Alert! To arms! Show your star! my humble respects.
Hungry beast?
I have a question for you.
Ask away.
You don't seem like an ordinary innkeeper to me.
And what else would I be, eh?
Oh, come on. A tavern in the middle of nowhere, yet always full. And full of rogues on top of that.
Me? I'm but an honest man.
An honest-to-God fence, eh?
How dare you?
Ah, stop with the mummery. Are you afraid I'll turn you in? You think I want someone sniffing around here? It's in my best interest to keep my trap shut.
All right, then. Pretending to be a poor old innkeeper was getting bloody old anyhow. If you ever find any lost items, bring them to me, and I'll take care of the rest.
I reckon the two of us will get along just fine.
I'm glad to hear it. In that case, you're always welcome here.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, sir. And come again.
What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better when you come back from Liechtenstein.
Who is this Kubyanka, anyway? How long have you known each other?
We were defending a castle and hiding in the woods together. But he was always closer with the devil.
Can he be trusted?
Aye. When he's sober, that is. When he gets drunk, it's better to keep an eye on him. He's known to provoke until fists start flying. Did you see what happened when we first arrived?
You mean how they wanted to cut his throat for cheating at dice?
Aye. It's best not to play with him. You'd be better off tossing your coins straight into a pile of shit.
What should I know about the devil?
Just look at him, and you'll know everything. His face reveals it all.
I heard he's a nobleman, but he doesn't look like it.
He's the captain of Znojmo, but it's true that he doesn't care much for noble manners. He has a foul mouth, and he's anything but chivalrous in a fight.
What draws you to him, then?
We're both different. That's our strength. I'm in charge when everything goes according to plan. When things go to shit, he takes over. It often turns bloody, but sometimes victory is more important than honor.
Aren't you? I don't know, but when you're
no one. Remember how?
Aye, but
Catherine.
Show me.
Nothing worth mentioning.
Greetings. What do you want?
Careful.
And what can I get for you?
Matthew won't be coming back. He took a liking to the bandit life around the trade routes.
Ungrateful bastard! When I first met him, he had a rusty axe and holes in his boots.
And now he doesn't even have that.
That's no fucking shame.
Why do they call you the Dry Devil, anyway?
Why do they call you fuckhead?
But they don't call... Oh.
All right, I was only joking. I don't even know how I got the nickname. Suppose it could have something to do with all the killing, and my natural beauty. It's certainly catchier than His Grace Sir Hynek the First of Kunstadt and Yashpitz. That name wouldn't scare a fucking coward. But say it Dry Devil, and everybody just shits themselves.
How do you know Kubienka?
He saved my arse back at Neuhaus. We only made it out thanks to him. I thought we were fucked. But then Kubienka appeared, dragging a ladder, asking how much we would pay for it.
What did he get for it?
The first thing he got was a good fucking beating, because we thought he'd been dead for 2 days. But after we escaped, we made sure he didn't have to pay for drinks for a long time.
How long have you known Zizka?
It's been a while. He served with me during the Moravian Margrave Wars.
So you were his commander, sir?
That's water under the bridge now. I'm just an old wanted robber baron whose neck you and Zizka just saved. I don't give a shit about the sirs anymore, you see?
Ah, all right then. What can you tell me about Zizka?
Well, based on what you two have been through, I'd say you should know him pretty well by now. When everything is fucked, the people around you are dying and you're fighting for your very life, only then can you really learn what a person is like.
Why did they want to hang you?
I reckon my face bothered them. More likely they're pissed off I'm not a hypocritical fucker like they are.
And that's a reason for execution?
Unlike the hypocrites in the League of Lords, I'm not ashamed of what I am.
I know they call you Dry Devil.
Aye. They call me a lot of things, laddie. And that's what rankles the Lords, that I'm getting rich at their expense. And that's some fucking fat loot they stole from the king.
So you're on the king's side?
I'm on the side of whoever pays me, lad. And I'll tell you one thing. I've never gone back on my word. My noble word is my oath. Unlike that of bastards like von Bergau or von Rosenborg.
Have you been at war?
Aye. I fought in Moravia, and I'm still the hetman of the royal city of Znaim. You're just a yokel. So you hardly know what's been going on in the kingdom these last few years.
You're an experienced warrior. So teach me something.
Not a damn thing, lad. Not unless you pay me well. But first, bring me some good wine.
All right. Here you go.
Ready. What is it you want, then?
I need to improve my sword-biting skills.
Then sword fight, damn it! That the main thing is not to soil your braze, no matter who you're up against. All right, then. I'll show you a few devilish tricks.
My respects.
You have a con.
My humble respects.
I want to go to the...
You've picked, but if you have...
Here you are.
All right, we're ready. We can go.
Let's get going.
Lazy bones. Just a little longer.
At your service, sir.
Get out of my sight!
May God give you health, sir. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ be...
I need to get...
Then get because of those... But if you got to...
Here you go.
All right, I'll get... Good. The cat...
Let's...